Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. Arcade1Up just announced 3 new cabinets. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, a couple of days ago Arcade1Up accidentally leaked one of their cabinets. It was the Simpsons. They posted it to their website a little prematurely and then quickly took it down, but not quick enough before the entire community saw it. I did a video on this a couple of days ago. I'll leave it in the description below if you want to check it out. I do recommend checking it out. Well, today they revealed 3 completely different cabinets, and this time officially. First up is this Miss Pac-Man Galaga Class of 81 arcade machine. They've released other Miss Pac-Mans in the past, but this one is a little bit different. On one side of the machine you can see the Miss Pac-Man logos, and on the other side of the machine you can see the Galaga logos. On top of that, there are some other games included. Scrolling down the page a little bit here to take a look at the full games list. We know it's got Miss Pac-Man and Galaga on it. It also has Galaga 88, Galaxian, Dig Dug 2, MAPPY, Rally X, Rolling Thunder, Rompers, Tower of DRUAGA, and King and Balloon. So there are 12 games in total. This isn't that bad of a lineup. It's actually pretty good. I also noticed there was a live button, which means you can play online. The second cabinet they revealed is the Street Fighter 2 Big Blue arcade machine. Now this one was leaked a little while back, and it is a very interesting cabinet. There is something I like about it and something I don't, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So we'll take a look here. This thing is big and it's blue. It's very reminiscent of the old actual arcade unit, and that's one thing I kind of like here. I also like that this differs a little bit from the previous Arcade1Up designs. I mean, if you take a look at the top here, this top bit is a little bit more elongated than normal. The games list on this one is Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which in my opinion is probably the best Street Fighter out of these versions here, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, Darkstalkers 3, Saturday Night Slam Masters, Knights of the Round, Eco Fighters, Capcom Sports Club, and Muscle Bomber Duo. This is an amazing games lineup. And the icing on the cake here, the cherry on top, live Wi-Fi enabled with no monthly subscription required. A lot of people have been asking about this for Street Fighter, and heck, even for Darkstalkers. Well, now they have it, and this is really awesome. Where I am torn about this Big Blue machine is actually nothing to do with the Big Blue machine. It's all to do with the Capcom Legacy Edition cabinet that they just released a few months back. So this one, in my opinion, does look way better. I mean, I'm just a little bit more partial to this artwork, but it's a matter of personal preference. What's bothering me here is that there is no online with this arcade cabinet. I was actually thinking about buying this one. It was on my wish list. I was thinking about picking it up, and now I'm second guessing it altogether. I mean, this new cabinet has online multiplayer. This one does not. And that's a very weird decision. It's such a, like the cabinet itself, the new one, is coming out so soon. It's just, I'm a little bit baffled at why they'd release it so close to the previous Capcom Legacy Edition. I mean, I guess they're trying to make sales here. But at the same time, if you just pick this arcade cabinet up, it's almost kind of pointless now. On one hand, that older Street Fighter cabinet, the Capcom Legacy cabinet, it does have a couple of games that this Big Blue cabinet doesn't. But at the same time here, this Big Blue cabinet has online. And it has all of the main games, well, aside from Final Fight and Ghosts and Goblins and stuff, but it has some stuff that the other cabinet doesn't. So I think the Big Blue one would be the one to spring for. And that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I mean, if this came out a couple years after the last one, sure, but coming out a few months after the last one, and that kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe I'm just alone here. Just let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this. And this theme continues to the last arcade cabinet they revealed today, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Now, just a few months back, they had another Turtles cabinet that featured, I think, the exact same games here. So this is a very interesting decision, and this Turtles in Time has a few more features. It also has the live button, so you can play it online. And the control deck here lights up, so this seems like the arcade cabinet to get if you're into Turtles. I do think this cabinet looks absolutely gorgeous. They did an amazing job with the artwork here. If you take a look, both sides have full artwork. There's artwork on the riser, And if you take a look at the neon on the control deck, I mean, that does look really good. I think they went all out with this Turtles in Time cabinet, which kind of sucks if you just bought one of the other Turtles cabinets. Just for reference, here's the previous version of the arcade cabinet. For some reason, I thought this came out a couple of months back, but it didn't. It's been a while. It came out back in 2019, so I think that's a bit of a redeeming quality. But at the same time here, the newer version completely makes this one irrelevant. Yes, this looks good, but the newer version looks better. The newer version has online, this version does not. They have the exact same games. The newer version has a light-up control deck. I don't know why they would have done this. Maybe if they had a newer version with a bunch of different games on it, well, I guess that would also make this one irrelevant. It's just, I find this very weird, because if you buy an Arcade1Up cabinet, chances are a year, maybe 2 years down the road, they'll release a better one that you currently have, and at their price point, it's not an insignificant investment. As a bit of a silver lining though, a lot of these cabinets do go on sale. A lot of people post their deals on Arcade1Up Reddit. I recommend checking this Reddit out if you are in the market for an Arcade1Up cabinet, because sometimes you can score a pretty big deal. I mean, in Canada, these are going for $600. They are not cheap. When they go on sale, it's something like 550 bucks, so 50 bucks off, whoop-de-doo. Realistically here, I almost bought that Capcom Legacy Edition cabinet. I love the look of it, I was excited for it, and I would have been extremely upset if I bought it, considering this one is way better. I don't know what Arcade1Up's doing here. I mean, I don't like being fooled, and this is kind of one of those situations where I almost was fooled. I would have bought it and then immediately regretted it as soon as I saw this one. And I think some people might be in the same boat who actually bought one. I'm not saying the older cabinet is garbage, because it's not. It's still a great cabinet in my opinion. Well, a great lineup of games in my opinion. But this one is way, way better. It's in a completely different league. It's got online. I mean, I don't know how you can compare the two and say the other one is better in any way, shape, or form, especially if they're the same price. Now, I might just be a little bit salty here. It might just be me. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this. I think the games lineup is awesome. I think this cabinet is good. I think the other two cabinets, the Turtles in Time and the Miss Pac-Man cabinet, are great. I just think it's very weird timing, and it kind of makes their other cabinets obsolete. And I don't know if this was intentional or unintentional, but let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about all of this. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. Thank you, everyone. Take care.